Hello world, welcome back to Razor RC. Got another unboxing video for today. It's gonna be the first unboxing of 2018, and I got a brand new Team Associated kit that just came out on the market a few weeks ago. So what do we have? This is kind of different for me, but what I picked up was this. The ProSC10 from Team Associated. This is an RTR brushless powered short course truck, and it's a brand new platform. So it actually shares the platform with the Trophy Rat and the Reflex DB10. Those are kits that came out, I don't know, a month or so ago. But they finally came out with a short course version of that platform. So we're going to go into it and open this bad boy up and see what is inside. So quick thing, let's kind of look over the box real quick. This thing is humongous. Can't even get it all in the camera, but ProSC10 features a bunch of stuff based off the 9-time Roar National Short Course Champion platform. Comes with 2.4 gigahertz radio with dynamic vehicle control, which is basically stability control. That's cool. I haven't had one of those. Metal gear servo, 3300 kV brushless motor, speed control, waterproof or water resistant, all these things. 2S and 3S capable. Nice little AE short course body, 12mm aluminum shocks, very nice. Realistic blah blah blah, LCG chassis, molded blah blah blah, yada yada yada, good stuff. Looking over here, we have basically wheels and tires. They look like kind of street tires. There's the shocks, here's the sealed gear differential, the servo, the stability control, gyroscopic receiver, and then here's the radio. Comes with motor and ESC. So pretty cool. On the back you can actually see a bunch more, a little bit of information. I think this is probably a sticker used among all of the similar platforms, the Reflex, the Trophy Rat, and the SC10. So the Reflex and the Trophy Rat came out before this short course truck, and then for whatever reason, they finally came out with this. So I would assume the Trophy Rider will probably eventually be limited edition. It's, you know, kind of got an unusual body. The Reflex is horribly ugly. But this one, I think, has probably the underpinnings of something that they will keep around for a while. Anything else? Here's the other side of the box. Just kind of shows you undefeated Roar Short Course National Champion. We're going to talk more about that because this is an unusual vehicle. What exactly is this? The ProSC10. And a little bit of history lesson for all of you guys that aren't probably familiar with all of the myriad variations they have of short course vehicles. So back in the day, we're talking like 8 or 10 years ago, there was the B4 and T4. Those were the plastic tub chassis, rear motor, non-metric buggy, and stadium track. So those came out, you know, we're talking like decades ago or something. Finally, it came out with the SC10. That was the first short course truck from Team Associated, 2-wheel drive. Once again, plastic chassis, rear motor, non-metric, and they came out with multiple versions there, right? They had the SC10, the SC10.1, the .2, .3. Those are all their race kits. They also came out with RTR versions of those. So they had the SC10 RTR, the SC10 RS, which I guess was their race spec, presumably the SC10.3 RTR. So those are the RTR versions of the SC10. Now on the 4-wheel drive side, they had the SC10 4x4, which was a belt drive, non-metric race platform. And then they came out with a couple of basically basher 4x4 short course trucks. So they had the Pro Light 4x4 and the ProSC 4x4. So is this an SC10? Is this a ProSC 4x4? It's kind of got a weird name. It's none of those. All right. So moving on in time, Team Associated updated their buggy and stadium truck to the B5 and T5M. So for their buggy, they basically had two versions. They had the B5, which once again was a plastic chassis, rear motor, metric kit this time. And then they came out with their mid-motor version, the B5M, their aluminum chassis mid-motor metric buggy. And so when it came time to update their short course truck, their race platform 2-wheel drive short course truck, they came out with the SC5M mid-motor aluminum chassis metric kit. Now, they never made a short course truck version of their B5 until today. So this is it. The ProSC10 is basically an RTR version of the B5. It's a plastic chassis, rear motor. We're going to open this bad boy up. short cars truck, and it's metric. So it's basically a combo of between the B5 and the SC5M in RTR version. So let's get to that later. Here's the actual truck. Let's see if I can actually get this thing open somehow. Okay, let's get the boring stuff out of the way first. I got the radio and the instruction manual unboxed. So let's look at the radio first, the XP120. I believe this is 4AA. Yep, 4AA radio. Honestly feels kind of cheap, kind of light. Let's look at the adjustments. So you got steering, throttle, reverse, neutral. That's good. Assume some kind of low voltage LED or something like that. Here's your little adjustments for throttle and steering. So looks like you can do, I think it's throttle dual rate and throttle trim, I would guess. And then basically steering dual rate, steering trim. So this also does have stability control. That's nice. 2.4 gigahertz. No external antenna, so that's cool. The wheel feels a bit flimsy. You know, a little bit of play. The foam not the greatest. Looks like it's not even really centered on the wheel. So let's move that over. Okay, trigger wise, again, feels kind of clunky. A little bit of lateral, actually quite a bit of lateral movement. Not really the nicest radio, but we'll try it out, see how it goes, at least for the first shot. Then I'll probably throw in like a real radio, maybe my Spectrum or Sandwell or something like that. Moving on to the manual and tools. So here's your bag of stuff. Let's pull this thing out. And so we got a few things. Preload clips for your shocks. Okay, no problem there. What is this, a bind plug? Are you serious, man? All right, I guess you need a bind plug for this radio. A little owner's manual for the SC600. Tells you it's for 1/10 scale vehicles. Let's look at the specs here. 2S, 3S capable. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't tell you the amperage or anything like that, but goes up to 3900 kV, cell detect, 90 grams T-plug. Yeah, that looks like about it for that. What is this? This must be some sort of little cheat sheet or something. Troubleshooting. Okay, what happens if you can't use your vehicle, instructions, precautions, etc. Not too worried about that. Here's the actual instruction manual for the radio. Teaches you what the different things are, steering, throttle, blah blah, LED. Looks like just an LED light. How to bind, blah blah, stuff in German, and I don't know, French, Italian. Looks like Italian to me, and Spanish. So all the Latin languages, I guess. Here's your tools. It looks like a different set of body mounts, presumably for the Reflex or the trophy rat, some Allen wrenches, your standard tools. I don't know what this thing is. Looks like another servo saver mount, probably for a different ESC. Here is the actual manual for the ProSC10, Trophy Rat, and Reflex DB10. They all use the same radio. You know, pretty standard AE manual. Kind of old school looking pictures, quick start guide, and then the actual build. So it shows you how to actually build one of these from scratch if for some reason you were trying to do so. And all the different part numbers, different tuning tips. That's kind of cool. Shock fluid, shock springs. And then here's kind of the neat little section here, the factory team and option parts. So these are all the little upgrades you could possibly want to buy for your SC5. I'm sorry, ProSC10. Okay, pretty standard manual. What else we got? Certificate conformity. What is this? I guess it is European. What is this? So it's tested in Shenzhen Alpha Product Testing Company. Okay, that sounds like it's from China, but I guess this is EU safe. So you can run this in the European Union and presumably other places as well. Little Club Racer kits, advertisement, Nomad DB8. That looks like a pretty cool little buggy. And the last thing, gift certificate for your free RC training tube, VRC Pro. Don't know what that is. I guess it's some kind of video game or something that you can run on your computer and pretend like you're driving. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the manual and the radio, and we will move on to the actual vehicle next once I get that out of the box. Thanks. Okay, we're back now after the unboxing. So here it is, the ProSC10. This kit actually comes in two different color schemes. It comes in this, I guess Team AE colors, red, white, and blue, but it also comes in this pretty fancy looking Rockstar all black body, which honestly also looks really, really good. I like that body as well, but I decided to pick this up just because it was kind of the classic Team Associated colors. So let's open this thing up. Here's the body. All plastic. It doesn't really feel like Lexan to me. It feels a little on the flimsy side, although it's quite flexible. We'll see how well this holds up. I'm guessing it's PVC or some other type of plastic and not Lexan. But really catchy, eye-catching sort of body. I like the stickers. I like the colors. Pretty nice little looking body. Underneath the hood, here we have the actual vehicle. So I actually picked up the regular version, the $300 version. They also make a LiPo and battery charger version, I think for $359 for $60 more. It just seemed kind of expensive for what you get, so I decided to go with this. So taking a look at the vehicle, as you can see, it's a plastic chassis body, LCG. It's got battery straps for basically a full-size LiPo, and a little bit of battery foam so you can move the LiPo around. Tires are actually quite soft. They look more like a street pattern design, so I suspect this will not actually work that well on dirt, but on asphalt it's probably really good. Yeah, plastics feel okay. You know, they don't feel quite as stiff, and like it has as much glass content as probably typical AE race kit stuff. So I did notice the arms, front and rear, actually look very similar to the SC5M and T5M arms, but they have a different part number. They come together in one batch, so I'm guessing it's actually a different plastic. Looking at the rear end, obviously we have the rear motor, differential. Oh, okay, decent amount of diff fluid in there. It doesn't feel like it's completely dry. Differential. I believe it's got the standard V2 slipper inside, aluminum top shaft, gear diff, but I think it's got a plastic either gear, so that might be something I want to upgrade in the future. Shock tires wise, the front is the same as the SC5M, T5M, maybe a different composite, but the design and everything looks the same. I believe the rear tire is completely different, and I would assume the body mounts are also different. On the front end, you got the Metal Gear servo, standard B5 style drag link here, plastic servo saver. Ooh, plastic and metal servo saver. So we'll have to see how well that actually is. Reasonably stiff actually, so it might actually hold up. And yeah, pretty standard B5M, B5 front end. It's actually got a metal or steel hinge pin brace up front, so that is different. The standard B5 vehicle has actually had a plastic one. Turnbuckles and stuff look like standard B5 style turnbuckles. Actually, the rod ends are actually B6 style. So they updated the rod ends, it looks like, but the turnbuckles and stuff are sort of a nice steel, maybe nickel plated or chrome plated turnbuckle. So those actually look pretty nice. In terms of the shocks, these are V1 style shocks, but they do take standard V2 style, I mean basically truck springs. Obviously uses preload clips to set your preload. Plastic shock caps. The internals are all V1 style from what I read. You could probably update these to V2 pistons and shock shafts, but out of the box they are V1 style, which uses E clips. Going down the chassis in terms of electronics, you got the Rudy SC600BL. That is, I think it's like a 60 amp brushless ESC, not 100% sure, uncensored obviously. Pretty skinny little wires here, 14 gauge. In terms of the motor, it's a 3300 kV sealed can. I believe this is also made by Hobbywing, but should be good for 2S or 3S. You know, sort of that mid-range kV that would work pretty well on both types of batteries. In the rear end, you also have CVAs, all steel CVAs. Looks like, what is that, 86 millimeter CVAs. That's nice. But yeah, pretty good looking vehicle altogether. Now the cool thing about this truck is a lot of the B5 and SC5M parts will mount directly on. You can update the shocks, you can update the shock towers, you can get stiffer arms, you can update the transmission, get a metal idler gear if you like. Obviously put in your own electronics. It's pretty nice. It's got the battery strap so you can mount different size batteries without any problems. Servo, from what I've read, looks a little weak. I think it's somewhere around, 90 or 100 inches of torque and 0.14 seconds of speed, which is a little slow, but more problematically, it's a little bit weak. I might want to update that at some point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my unboxing of the ProSC10. I'm calling it also the SC5 because that's essentially what it is. Really excited about this truck. I mean, the reason I got this is because I sold my Hobao Hyper TT. That was basically my basher vehicle. I ran it, sort of outdoors at the BMX track, at sort of a little homemade track. And this looked like kind of a good replacement for something that could both run as a basher and theoretically as a race truck. It's really got, basically the design of the race vehicles. And so that makes it really exciting. And on the basher side, it's waterproof. You can use full-size stick packs. Its rear motor gets you a lot of traction. It's obviously going to be very durable. Looks good. RTR. And then on the race side, basically it should be able to take up all of the upgrades that you can run on the SC5M and B5 vehicles. So anyways, that's it for my unboxing. Please like and subscribe to my channel as always. Throw it on a comment. Let me know what you think about this vehicle. I'm really excited about it. And I'm also considering do a little heads up comparison between this and my Evo Slash, which is basically a fully loaded two-wheel drive Slash, maxed out to the gills. And I'm curious how this stacks up straight out of the box versus my Slash. So look for more videos on this soon, and take care, guys. Bye.